Good evening, guys. Got home from work and me and Matthew are going, this is David from Busy Bee Farms. Matthew and I are going to go down here and take a look at the bees. So we just got the smoker going, and we're going to go down here and see if we can just take a quick look at the bees and see how they're doing. So stay with us. Okay guys, we're walking down to the beehives, and I want to say thank you to each and every one of you that are watching and following our channel. If you don't follow our channel, hit that subscribe button. Help us to be able to grow our channel and put out more videos. So this is our beehives here, and we're going to see if we can get in them and just give them a little smoke there and just do a quick inspection. Alright, I'm going to try to set you guys up so you can see.
All over the bottom there.
Alright, so we're going to just stand that up, do a real quick inspection, make sure I don't see my queen on the inner cover. Okay, I'm just going to stand that up right there. Just give them a little bit of smoke. The smoke helps them to stay calm. They think that there's a fire, and they kind of engorge themselves with honey, and they're not aggressive. And what I'm doing right now is just scraping off the propolis, which is basically like a glue. Bees glue. They make it to glue stuff together. It's real sticky.
Which one are you talking about? The last one.
So we start from the outside edges because it's less likely that the queen is on the outside edges. So we want to pull a frame out, and what this is drawn comb. It's not completely drawn out. There's some low spots, but this is capped honey. On this side they've not done anything, but that's what they consider frame number 10. They start from the outside, they start from the center and they go outward with the counting. So that's the very outside frame, and it's considered frame number 10. So this one will be frame number 8. It's pretty heavy, and as you can see, the bees are, the shiny parts are honey before they've capped it over. This darker area up here at the top is where they have capped it, which means they've gotten the moisture correct for them to go ahead and cap it. Okay, so this hive is in need of another box because they have drawn it out all the way out to frame number 10. All right. So this one, it has the different color right here, that's capped brood. And what that is that's the babies that they've capped off. If you can see down inside of these, the little white grub looking thing inside of that one, that is called larva. And that is after an egg has been laid, it will turn into the little larva, and then they will feed it and then they'll cap it off. So that's what the brood looks like. And there's some on this side, and it's sporadic, it's not solid. But this is the one that we raised, the virgin queen, this year. She is a new queen. We done a walkaway split. And this one has just a little bit of honey around the outside edges, and a lot of brood in the center. And the ones that are open cells, those have larvae down inside of them. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. And as you can see, my bees are very gentle. They're not swarming all around me, angry. Even though I've not done a lot with them, they're still very easy going. I just saw a drone. All right, this big guy down here, that guy, that's a drone. That's the male. They're a little upset with me right now because I've gotten them out. There's a lot of evidence that the queen is here. I've not seen her yet, but that's not necessarily unusual. When you're doing an inspection, you look for evidence that the queen is here. And the evidence is the eggs and the larvae and the capped brood. So we know that she's in here. Oh, there she is right there in the corner. See her coming across the end right there? I hope you get to see her right there. That's our virgin queen. All right, we're gonna put her back in the hive here. I don't like her being on that end with me trying to put it in. Come on, honey, get back inside the... There you go, get back on that side. Be very gentle to make sure that that end does not get squished. Alright, so that's good, Matthew. We're going to slide these back over. to be super, super gentle getting this one back over, because we know the queen is on this frame. Okay. I'm going to put these back in. So we put them in over a little ways, and then we ease them up. Be super easy, Matthew. And if you go super, super, super slow, if there are any bees that get in between there, as long as you're going slow, then they will get out of the way. Okay.
Boxes behind
So we're going to put a medium box on here to give them some more room. This is a brand new box. It's not ever been used before. And these frames have to be drawed out. They just got a plastic foundation on them, brand new frames. So they will have to draw the comb out, and this will be for them to make honey or give them some more room. If they run out of room, that's when they'll swarm. That's one of the reasons that bees will swarm, is they don't have enough room for their colony. All right.
you. You want to grab Tammy?
So that's a feeder that's up on top, and we normally will put like sugar water in it. Come on, little girl. Fixing to close you up and you ain't gonna be able to get out of there. So Matthew will come down and put some sugar water on them. All right, that's our new one, our newest hive. And we're gonna just do a real quick inspection on the other one and see what we can see in it. See a lot of bees coming out already. Okay. Try to get you guys angled.
I'm gonna run and go get another frame.
Another box?
Yeah, another box.
All right. So Matthew's gonna run up to the house and get another box, because if I can get this out, this one they have completely drawn and is full of honey. I didn't think I was going to get any honey this year, but I might end up actually getting a little bit of honey. And that's out on frame number 1. Try to take you guys across here, and as you can see down in there, that's capped honey, all the way across through here. That's capped honey. So what we're going to do is we're going to put another box, another super, up on top, up here. Oh, that's heavy. Whew. That was super heavy. All right, so the difference is this box is not as deep as these boxes. These are to make the new babies and for them to live. This one is for them to make honey in. So that's the difference in the boxes. So I'm just gonna pull a couple frames here to try to see. Matthew's got a different hive tool than what I've got. His has got a little hook on the end that helps him to lift the frames out. And they are still working on this, but they've capped some honey on it. Ooh, that's a heavy frame. And that is all capped honey.
Holy cow. Amazing heavy.
Put that back down in there.
Are we going to pull all of them out? Look.
That's all capped honey.
I bet they made this one a honey box.
This one's all capped honey except for on the very, very bottom. There's just a little bit of brood pattern down there. And on this one you can see in the center that real waxy looking, that is pollen. When they go out and collect pollen before they turn it into honey. So I wanted to show you that, and then I'm going to pull this next frame because I see it's got brood on it. This one's a little bit older. I think we bought this one from Knoxville Honeybee. And you can see the bees and the brood on this one. Got a lot of bees on it. So if you can see, the bees are upset. They're flying around my head and around the front right here. I'm just going to smoke them a little bit. Putting that smoke inside of the hive and right here around us. That will calm them down a little bit. So these frames have a lot of brood on them, and that's where they built from one frame to the next one down. And when I pulled it out, it just pulls the coating off. But as you can see, in my opinion, that's a really good brood pattern. This over here is honey, the center is capped brood, and then this side there's a little bit of honey. So this hive is doing really well. So that's enough evidence for me that the queen is in here and that she's doing well. So I'm going to push these frames back over, put the one that I took out back in. This one is a deep box. It's a second super, and they have built honey in it, which is not what we really want them to do. But you can hear them roaring. That's where I had them out. They couldn't smell the queen anymore, and they were scared. They were queenless. I can see the brood pattern, so that's good enough for me. Let's take that box.
Gotcha. I thought you'd put that one on so that they go up.
We're going to put this box on, being as gentle as we can, rubbing our frames back and forth to get any bees out from in between. We're going to center our frames in the boxes like that. And because this one is completely full of honey and bees, I will stick it back on up here. So that's our inspection of the honeybees, and we're just going to get this closed up here.
Yep, girls.
Matthew will come back and put some sugar water in our hive top feeder for them. But that's how we we do an inspection. I want to split that big box again into one of these other boxes, but we just haven't done it. And that little cluster of bees there on the side is off of that frame that we had pulled out. They will go back in to back into their hive. So guys, I hope you enjoyed coming with us to take a look at the bees as we tried to do just a quick inspection. We didn't go through all the boxes because I saw the evidence that the queen is in there. She's laying good and they're thriving. So there's no need for me to go deeper into the hive and just upset them more, because I'm seeing all stages of brood. So I know they're in there, and she's in there and she's doing her job. So there's no need in me disturbing her. The one box we did get to see the queen. I hope that turns out really good on the camera, because that was a good up close personal shot of a queen bee. Like I said, she's our new queen bee. She was hatched right here on Busy Bee Farms out of that hive that I showed you, the second hive. She was taken out of that hive as an egg, a just laid egg, on a frame and with some nurse bees, and put over into a box that did not have a queen, and they drew her out. They fed her royal jelly, drew her cell out to make a queen cell, and then capped her off and grew her out right there in the hive. They're amazing creatures. Just the things that God can do, it just amazes me. And watching them and looking at the way that they draw the comb and they work together for the good of the hive, it's just amazing. So I'm glad you guys joined me. Hit that subscribe button, help us, and we will continue to try to put out videos. Tell me what you want to see. If you see something that you want to know about, or if you see something that I've done wrong, let me know. I know beekeepers have a lot of opinions, and their way is the only way. I'm not saying my way is the only way. I'm just doing the best I can, the best I was taught. So, you know, we're just trying to pass along what information we have in the way that we do it here, and we hope that it helps you. So thank you for coming along, and I hope that you have a great evening. God bless.